What's up, everybody? Welcome to Last Man Standing, episode 26. I am Tony Farmer. He is Ryan Hogue, a.k.a. the birthday boy. Ryan Hogue is out on the town in Las Vegas right now, celebrating his birthday on his way to dinner. So nice of him to join us. That's how important this show is to him, apparently. Still joining us on his birthday, even though he's got plans. Ryan, how's the birthday going so far, brother?
Man, I've had a really memorable birthday. It's been great. Got out to Lake Las Vegas today. Went on Fly Across America. Had a great breakfast, and gonna finish with the best yet. So here we go.
Fantastic, man. Good stuff. Well, we're here to react to the selection count. And Ryan, I know you're driving right now, it looks like, so I'm going to read it to you so you don't have to look at the screen. I'm going to read these out to you. We've got Commanders, who you know are playing the Cowboys at 33, tied with the Dolphins at 33, 8 on the Chiefs. So 8 have elected to say, I'm not too worried about the holidays and needing the Chiefs. I'm going to go with them. 8 on the Texans against the Titans, which you said could maybe be an upset there. Another 8 on the Broncos against the Raiders. We've got 4 on the Bucks against the Giants. We've also got Stephen Flores, who I believe is still in Circus Survivor right now, saying happy birthday, Ryan. Guys, we have a no pick. Breaking news from Stephen Flores, Ryan. One person has a no pick here. We also have 3 on the Steelers. So they're out already. We're down to 95 people, Ryan. Implied value $150,168. And there's only one person on the Packers. What do you think is the biggest news there? What's your reaction?
Well, I think that's a surprise that only one person is on the Packers, although it is kind of a toss-up game, but they're so decimated with injuries. I'm a little surprised about that. The no pick, I was kind of expecting it to come for Thanksgiving, right? They legitimately just burned $150,000. And, it's so unbelievable how you could do that. Like $150,000 and no pick, that blows my mind. I'm a little surprised that Washington wasn't higher because now that Diggs is out and Zach Martin is out for Cowboys, they legitimately have none of their stars other than CeeDee Lamb, so I don't know how they're going to keep it competitive. And those Raiders, again, you would think the Broncos have it easy, but man, Raiders had that game won in Mile High about week 3, and I expect a close game. Those people are going to be sweating for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you there on that, Ryan. The guys who released the picks, Derek Stevens, Jeff Benson, the cast over at VSiN said they wouldn't be surprised if everybody advanced this week. What do you think the chances of that happening are? I kind of agree. I wouldn't be shocked if everybody moved on.
I wouldn't. Pull up the sheet again. Let me look.
Commanders, Dolphins, Chiefs, Texans, Broncos, Bucks, Steelers, Packs. Somebody's got to go down, no?
Yeah, again, I'm surprised that more aren't on the Packers, but 49ers have championship results, and it doesn't really matter who they slot in. They always seem to at least be competitive, and they have the Packers numbers for years. I wouldn't be shocked if the Packers went away and lost a close game. They should have lost to a very average Bears team last week.
Sure.
With the exception of that game, I could absolutely see this be a chalk week, but weather, right? Seattle, there's weather. There could be some. You saw what that negated in terms of Pittsburgh's advantage over Cleveland. So I'm keeping an eye on that, and then also obviously the inactives. But I think it might be a little chalky this week.
And I apologize. It probably looks to other people out there that I'm being rude, texting on my phone. But what I'm actually doing is pulling up Survivor Atlas. We absolutely love Survivor Atlas. They're amazing. The reason why I want to pull up Survivor Atlas, Ryan, is because I was curious how the number one guy did. What did he do? He put 4 on Washington, 2 on Denver. So remember last week he was kind of all in on the Lions. You can also see below that are other people that have multiple picks. We've got Jax Jags, former Survivor champion, 2 on Washington. Ty 1823, 2 on the Dolphins. We got a couple, 1 on Miami, 1 on Kansas City, 1 on Miami, 1 on Tampa, 1 on Washington, 1 on Miami. If you're in Circa Survivor and you're not on Survivor Atlas, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Go to survivoratlas.com. These picks have been out for like 20 minutes, and they've already got their website updated, so make sure you go ahead and check them out. Yeah, Ryan, the 1 no pick is just insane. Good point from you. Like, surprised it didn't happen on Thanksgiving, because there theoretically could still be someone in this contest who's made it this far and missed the rule that Thanksgiving is a separate week. I find that hard to believe, but it could happen. You never know. And the deadline's different this week with Thanksgiving, so good call on that. The 49ers game.
I do think Dolphins.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
You're
Tony,
good.
can you hear me?
Yeah, totally. You're good, bro. Go ahead.
I said I do absolutely think the Patriots are live in this game against the Dolphins. They play them tough every year. They match up really well. And again, I watched the Dolphins last week beat up on the Raiders, but I also saw the Raiders, who have been offensively challenged all year, beat up on their defense, who is, allegedly top 10. So watch for New England to be feisty and keep that game close for sure.
Someone is calling out the entry name. My 3 sons, apparently, according to Christian House, was the person with the no pick. Our thoughts go out to them, whether this was a tragedy or just a brain fart. Either way, it's devastating when there's that much money on the line. So we like to make sort of jokes and say, what the heck was that person thinking? But who knows what's going on in that person's life, and our thoughts are with them. That is devastating news. But 95 people left. It's time to start getting excited if you're one of those 95 people. Going back to that 49ers game, everybody knows Purdy's out. Did you see Charvarius Ward is going to be out again this week? Nick Bosa's also out. So I say, Ryan, that one person on the Packers, they got to be feeling good right now. Because if the Packers win and 6 other games lose, they have $14.266 million in the bank. Now, the chances of that happening are not very high, but it could happen, and they got to be feeling good. It's going to be a fun sweat for them tomorrow.
Well, Tony, one thing I forgot to mention to you and our listeners is I am on my way at night rubbing shoulders with Derek, who obviously owns Circa. And so if our listeners want me to ask a specific question, I can't guarantee it, but feel free to pipe it in, and we're going to have a good conversation. So.
Nice. Yeah, good stuff. Ryan's going to try to get some one-on-one time with Derek. So if you guys have any questions for him or for Ryan or myself, feel free to drop those in the comments. We love hearing from you guys, especially those of you who are still in Circa Survivor. I know you're listening right now. There's a handful of you. Let us know who you're on. Who are you on for this week? We like rooting for our listeners and making sure that you guys advance as far as possible. So let us know who you're trusting this week. And if any of our advice has shaped those selections at all, let us know that as well. Christian House, still in Survivor. He's on Miami. I've got a very close friend who's on Miami as well. So it's going to be a sweat for us. According to Ryan, it might be a little tougher game than a lot of people think. We'll see how that goes. Ryan, I'm with you. I thought the Commanders would have, 7 or 8 more on them than the Dolphins. So I'm a little surprised to see that. I was wondering if there was going to be a Lions selection because the Lions are playing the Colts and that point spread is over a touchdown. Not shocked nobody took the Lions because there's Thanksgiving implications, but I was curious to see if anybody would. We have a couple more comments rolling in. Sorry to interrupt you, Ryan. Get Shirk Bra says, ask if we can enter Circa Survivor at the Indiana Casino in 2025. So they're building a property up there. I know there's a Circa in Illinois, I believe. Apparently there's going to be another Indiana one in 2025. This guy wants to know if they can join then. Steven Flores says, I would be curious if Derek knows what happened to the no pick. Well, I can answer that one for you, Ryan. You don't need to ask him that question because I just heard him on the radio a couple minutes ago, and he said, we don't know what happened yet. when he reported that news. So nobody does at this point. I'll be very curious to see how it goes. And then Steven points out that guy had Kansas City, Detroit, Buffalo, Baltimore, Green Bay, Houston available. A lot of great teams. I mean, Ryan, the guy could have also sold his entry on the Survivor Sweat marketplace, couldn't he have? He could have got probably 100 G's at least, 110, something like that, with it being worth 145 at the time. So, yeah, that is really unfortunate. Zach says, over under on how many people pick the Lions on Thanksgiving. I think over 70.
Wow.
Well, Zach, I don't know. I want to go over to Survivor Atlas and see how many people have the Lions left. That's where we're going to start. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up.
Tony, while you're pulling that up, here's one thought I had of the no pick. I wonder if they were in the process of selling, 50%, or there was confusion on pick control, and somebody just assumed the other person had pick control and ended up dropping the ball. I mean, that certainly could be it.
It could be a logistic thing. Somebody could have been caught in traffic without a proxy. We have no idea. But to answer your question, Zach, only 35% of the people have, so that's 33-ish have Detroit left. So it's not going to be over 70. There's going to be under 33 people on Detroit on Thanksgiving. It's looking like the Chiefs are going to be the pick for most people on Thanksgiving. So someone else, Christian, just chimed in and verified that 35% have the Lions, 72 have Kansas City. Christian chimes in. Tice liked Miami getting the W. Tua 6-0 versus the Pats. So Christian, who's still alive in this contest, maybe Mike Tice's words help sway him a little bit, put him on the Dolphins. I love hearing that. That was a great episode, by the way. If you guys are watching this and you didn't see Ryan and I's episode, I think it might have been one of our best ones yet, if I'm being honest. We had Mike Tice, former Vikings head coach, Ryan's former coach when he played for the Vikings, on the show. And he had a lot of really informative things to say. It was a great episode. So make sure you check out episode 25 of Last Man Standing. Ryan, when I look at the schedule tomorrow, it seems like most of these games are in the early window. So Circa Survivor is going to be a lot of fun if you're on the East Coast, 1 o'clock. If you're on, Vegas time like you are, the 10 a.m. slot, that's when most of this action's going down. It's going to be a lot of fun. Where are you going to be watching the games tomorrow, Ryan?
I'll be at Raiders Stadium. I do the pregame show at the Torch in Allegiant Stadium. And if anybody wants to follow along and listen, check out my Twitter, and both Tony and I will post how you can listen to that tomorrow. It's on the Raiders Sports Network, but you can, obviously cast it in. So would love to have your support and listen to what I have to say.
Absolutely. Good stuff. I'm going to put the selection counts up one last time here up on the screen. 33 Commanders, 33 Dolphins, 8 Chiefs, 8 Texans, 8 Broncos, 4 Bucks, 3 Steelers have already lost, 1 Packers. Ryan, my last question for you before I let you go. Were you surprised at the number 3 on the Steelers? How many did you think probably had them? I was as someone who's got friends in this and wanted people to be knocked out on the Steelers, I was hoping that the number would be 5 or more, and it ended up at 3. So I'm like,
Well, tip of the cap to you, because I think you guessed exactly that it was going to be 3. You said you're hoping for 4 or more, but you were kind of guessing 3, and that was a pretty incredible guess. So nice job. If they listen to us, stay away from Thursday night division, bad weather, you name it. And but 3 people didn't. So.
Yeah, true story. And the reason my guess was so good, Ryan, is because you can go over to Survivor Atlas and you can see how many entries have already used up Miami and Washington and Denver, et cetera, et cetera. And I saw 5 on there where the Steelers were their best option. And I figured it would be a little bit under that number. So make sure you go over to Survivor Atlas. Next week, whether you're live in Circa Survivor or not, make sure you go to survivorsweat.com, check out their marketplace. We're going to let Ryan go and end this so he can enjoy his dinner. Happy birthday, Ryan, birthday boy. Enjoy tomorrow night watching the games. I'm sure you're going to have some action on the games tomorrow, so enjoy it. Everybody else out there, go ahead.
I'm with a Chiefs fan right now, so I don't know how I'm going to enjoy it. But
oh, man. That's going to be tough, dude. With the Kansas City Chiefs fan watching football games tomorrow, that's not going to be fun. Hey, I think we lost Ryan already. I was going to say it'll be interesting to see if you're still with her on Friday when the Raiders play the Chiefs. That'll be interesting.
That's a good point.
I'm going to that game as well, so I'll tell you how it goes.
Fantastic. All right, take care. Appreciate you, Ryan. Everybody out there, enjoy your Sunday. For those of you still alive in Circa Survivor, remember my advice from last week. Enjoy every second of it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You may never find yourself this close to $14 million again. So while you're stressed out, while you're biting your nails, you've already done the hard part. You've made your decision. It's out of your control at this point. So try your damnedest to enjoy every second between now and the start of the games, because we never know when our Circa Survivor journey ends abruptly. So enjoy every second of it, guys. Take care. Enjoy the games.